Gerald was slowly working through the upper half of the bracket and has finally made his way here against one of the cheesiest Zerg players in all of Poland. Maybe the cheesiest Zerg, actually. Like, when I think of the Polish Zergs, I think of a Laser, I think of Trifax, Aristry. Aristry can be a little bit cheesy, definitely. But Snoxtar, I feel like he's another level. And here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Hardlead. We have the Polish Protoss player. We have arguably the best Protoss in all of Poland, representing Storm Gaming. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner. Oh my god! Going for a double extractor trick. Okay. We have the Polish Zerg player representing MY Fixed. It is Snoxtar. Let's go. So again, the last time we casted Snoxtar, he went for a 12 pool against Jomek. He also went for a 2-base all-in as well behind it in game number 2. We'll see what he has in store for us here in game number 3. In our first series. Oh right, it's a proxy hatch. It was a double extractor trick into a proxy hatch across the map. Let's go, Bob. Again, look, there's a reason why I said that he's the cheesiest Zerg player in Poland. I stand by it. It's true. It's very true. Very aggressive. Very cheesy. I love it. As we go for another double extractor trick. Just getting as much as we can here out of as few overlords as possible. Hey, what's going on, Fabi? What's going on? Gerald, he knows something is wrong, something is amiss. He's like, yo, where are your gases? Where's your hatchery? Where is your spawning pool? Which he does scout. And Gerald, oh my god, he's expanding! It's crazy. Okay, Gerald, he's not fully aware of what's happening. He's checking the third base locations, and he does finally come across the proxy. He saw the drone. Forge is on the way. Cannons soon thereafter. We have our first couple of spines already in production. Can Gerald hold? Can he survive this? As the first cell does come out. Now, with this Nexus, he will have access to a shield battery and an overcharge. The overcharge is going to be very crucial here in the defense. And there we go. Shield battery is thrown down. Forge is on the way. The reason why the Forge is important is because we will have cannons to help defend. We have very limited production. And ideally, we want an Immortal behind this. We want a Robo behind this. Or even a Stargate. As the Lings have arrived. They're going to surround! No, the surround is real! Zealot is going to fall. The creep is slowly encroaching upon the base as that Forge taking a lot of damage. One cannon is on the way. But the Forge is going to go down. We're only going to get a single cannon. And we get on top of the other. The spines are slowly creeping on forward. Overcharge, keeping the cannon alive. Oh my god, just barely. So close. The cannon went down to 4 HP. And it will fall. And it looks like we are taking control of the natural base. There are 2 Stalkers that have made it out. But the spines are within range of the pylons. And with these spine crawlers, I mean, the production is going to go down. There's no warp gates. No warp gates. No robo. No nothing. Again, I do think it was too greedy to go for the Nexus. Like, instead of going for initially a Forge or a robo, specifically the Forge, in another gateway as well. It's a very greedy response here from Gerald, and he's being punished for it. The gateway goes down. We have 1 gateway, 2 gateways on the way in the main, a Stargate as well. And even if these gateways finish, no Stalkers. We don't have a Cybercore. No Stalkers can be made. As Snoxtar is on a timer, he has to push into the natural. He has to break in, fam. He has to break in. We do have a backup Forge, backup cannons on the way. Snoxtar, if he really wanted to, he could start droning. He could start mining. He could try to contain his opponent, but regardless, we're still all in completely. Queens are waddling in. The Lings, they get us around on the cannon. Cannon gets cancelled. We have Zealots on the way. The Spine Crawlers are getting into the main base. A risky move here. We need the creep. We need to spread the creep. They're still on cooldown. Overcharge gonna buy some time. Queens are taking a lot of damage here. They can't transfuse off of creep. They have to back up. No, we're supply blocked. We can't make the Void Ray. The supply block. Not like this. We have a pylon in production. Creep is spreading. One queen goes down. Spread the creep, Poppy. Root those spores. The spines. Root them. As we are trying to shut down these gateways. There we go. The spines now kicking into action. A little bit delayed. Spines are a bit delayed. Good transfuse, keeping these queens alive. We're up to 3 queens now. As more gates are going down, Void Ray is in production. We're getting there. Getting to that Void Ray. Spines pushing forward. There's a Artosis pylon. One pylon keeping everything powered. Do we notice? Overcharge is going to keep everything alive a little bit longer. We have 4 queens now against the Void Ray. The transfuse will keep it alive. Oh my god, the spine refuses to die. It refuses to go down. Another clutch transfuse. Spine Crawler will finally fall. But that Void Ray has taken a lot of damage. And Snoxtar, he's doing it. He's doing it, Papi. He's busting in. He's breaking through. Get the Artosis, but yeah, get the pylon. He knows. He notices. That is an Artosis pylon, and the boys are being pulled. It's gonna go down. We depower the Stargates. That is all we needed. There's one gateway behind this, making one zealot at a time. These 2 stalkers, they've lived through a lot. Look at the kills. One stalker has 30 kills, the other has 26, and those are lings, not broodlings or anything like that. They're all lings and queens. 60 kills amongst the 2 of them. No shot. 60 kills between these 2 stalkers, the hero stalkers. Crazy. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, shout out to Gerald, you know, he cares about his units, he cares about his boys, looks after his army. They live a healthy, long life. But they need to retire. As the Void Ray getting quite low here. Overcharge barely going to keep it alive as well. But the Void Ray does get targeted down. A big loss. And now we only have gateway units. Without a Void Ray, we don't really have a way to siege on forward. 33 kills and 29. Oh my god. I mean, are we pulling this off? The queen count is still looking pretty insane. I would kind of love to see us rotate around and hit the robo. There are cannons and shield batteries here towards the north. I think it's good to try to focus our attention towards the south instead. It looks like that's where we're headed. And there we go. We're once again trying to focus on that pylon. The queens, they're being overwhelmed by the stalkers. Can Gerald pull this off? Can he somehow pull this off? GG is gonna get called, and he does it. He defends. Snoxtar doesn't believe, he taps out. GG. Oh my god. Gerald takes game 1. I can't believe how much value those two stalkers got. Again, they're over 30 kills. One of them had like 34, the other had 30. 2 stalkers. Oh my god. GG, well played. Snoxtar, he ran out of steam. You could see that the queens that were slowly dying one after another, they couldn't transfuse each other any longer. The stalker count was getting too high, and the immortal was about to pop. That immortal was the nail in the coffin. That was the end of the game once that immortal hit the field. GG. GG, well played. Crazy. Oh my god. He almost pulled it off. He almost pulled it off. Casito, papi, casito. Snox just didn't want to macro at all. I mean, you know, he was all in, Papi. I mean, there was a moment that to be fair, there was a moment where if he wanted to, he could try to expand back at home and drone and just contain, right? This is true. This is true. Like, he had the option if he at a certain point, he had the option if he wanted to. He had like 2 different branching pathways. He could either commit to the all-in and try to kill Gerald, or throw down a base and start droning and just look to contain. Just contain on one base. This is true. But obviously he made his choice. He made his choice. He wanted to kill Gerald. He did not want to try to get into a macro game from here. And I don't blame him. I don't fault that decision, but in the end he just barely could not break Gerald. Could not pull it off. GG gets called, and here we go. We're getting into game 2. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Polish Protoss player representing Storm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have... oh, we're going for a 13-12. We have the Polish Zerg player representing MY Fixed. It is Snoxtar. And again, I did call Snoxtar the cheesiest Zerg player in all of Poland, and he sticks by that. This time, not a proxy hatch. This time, a 13-12. We are rushing into fast link speed. This could even be a Bane bust or a Roach rush. We have a couple of options available here for Snoxtar with how he wants to execute this. Now, Gerald will come in with a probe scout, and he will see the gas as well as the spawning pool. Gerald knows, and he should be preparing back at home. So Gerald, this time he has all the information he needs. This time he doesn't have like a greedy response or a greedy opener. He should be respecting this. We're going for the gold? No shot. Papi. Oh wait. Hello there. So mining through this middle patch, it looks like he would want to take the gold base. Yeah, we're going for it, but Gerald, he's here to stop him. He is here. We can throw down a pylon, and Snoxtar will not be able to get away with this. Not this time. The pylon is thrown down. Lings are on the way. Link speed is in production. Now this is important. We have link speed on the way, and we did not pull out a gas, which means we will be able to get into a Baneling Nest or a Roach Warren. Most likely a Baneling Nest. As we force a cancel onto the gold. But Snoxtar, I don't even know if he wants to expand. I think he wants to make it look like he wants to expand, and he's not going. He's going for a 1-base lair? 1-base spire? Question mark? What? What? We're going for 1-base lair, Papi, but we're pulling out of gas. So, which means we're not going for a spire or a Hydra Den or an infestation pit. What is this lair for? A Nidus? This has to be Nidus, right? That's the only thing. Yeah. Nidus. Okay. We know. 1-base Nidus here for Snoxtar. I mean, link speed just now finishes up. He does have an Overlord in the main base, and because we're not mining too much gas, it's only enough gas to throw down the Nidus Worm. I believe that's the case. I believe that. No, sorry, Drop a Lord. Right, of course. Drop a Lord. Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Only enough gas for a Drop a Lord. Not a. Regardless, we're looking for a way into the main base. No, he's checking. He's checking. He does scout. He does see. As we are ferrying our units into the main base, what do we have to defend? We have one Stalker, one Adept, no shield battery in the main. But are we going in too soon? The boys are coming in for a surround. A lot of Lings are going down ahead of time. One Stalker will fall. Oh, but that's a lot of losses. That is 12 Lings. 12 Lings for one Stalker. That is an expensive trade. As we rotate over towards the low ground, we get on top of the shield battery. A Zealot is coming out. We don't quite get the shield battery in the end, as we do pick up and drop once again. Snoxtar is droning back home. But GG gets called. Not a good enough trade, and Gerald will take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Gerald will take it. Again, I like the idea from Snoxtar. I love it. Like, there was so many layers to it. I love that he was faking out that he was taking the goal base as well. He was doing well, convincing Gerald that the goal was being taken. Meanwhile, he went 1-base lair to go into a Drop a Lord into the main. I do think he went in too soon. Because he went in with half of his links first, he got surrounded by the probes. He was surrounded by the probes, and because of that, half his links went down immediately, so he just didn't have a lot of momentum when the next wave of links came in. So I think he was a little bit premature. I think he got a little bit too excited. I think he would have had a little bit more success. I'm not saying that he would have won the game, but he would have had a little bit more success if he had just held off a little bit there and been a little bit more restrained with how he executed that all in. Regardless, GG, well played. Congratulations to Gerald as he does make it on into the semifinals, and we have our first semifinals before us. I don't have a lot of time to prepare. We're getting in.